morning and welcome to Chamber Chat from the Little River Chamber of Commerce on Cool 105.3.
Good morning. It's Jennifer Walters with the Little River Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to this week's edition of Chamber Chat. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we're kicking off the holiday season with our annual Christmas tree lighting this evening. So y'all come out to the C.B. Berry Historical Community Center at Riverine Memorial Gardens around 5:30, and we've got the chorus from the North Myrtle Beach High School coming out to perform, and we'll be there to light the tree, and maybe we'll even have a visit from Santa Claus. And I think my guest is going to be there tonight, too. Good morning.
Absolutely.
This is Holly Mitchell from the Summit Place. How are you today?
I'm just fine.
Thank you. And you guys have a lot going on at Summit Place. Tell us, first of all, a little bit about what the Summit Place is.
Certainly. Summit Place, we are an assisted living and memory care community for seniors that need assistance with activities of daily living, such as bathing, dressing, medication management. We also have a separate Alzheimer's unit for those that need a more secured environment that is tailored to meet their needs individually so that they can be cared for. So we're real excited about the month of December in that we have so much going on. But before I get into that, I just want to bring up the fact that for seniors, the seasons can be actually very depressing and sad. And the reason being is that if a senior is a shut-in, they're not able to get out. Often seniors that are in the area, they've lost the connections that they've had because they've passed on. And so
they can't drive.
They cannot drive. Their family is potentially out of town. And so they can become very lonely and depressed. And what happens is usually during this time, this is when the families do come into the town and they start noticing things that are different about mom and dad that they didn't notice before. But the important thing is engagement. And the number one reason for depression is because they are literally staring at four walls and potentially a TV set all day long. With nothing else to do.
They're not connected to anything.
And they're not connected to anything. So the reason why Summit Place is such a wonderful option and opportunity for them is because we are so engaged and entrenched in this community.
You are. And you take them out on trips and day trips and lunches and all kinds of see that Summit Place bus all over town.
Exactly. And so, for instance, this month coming up, we'll be going to the Alabama Theater. We'll be going to the Carolina Opry. We're very much entrenched with the American Legion and the VFW. They come in and do things for us. We go out to their community, out to their center, and they'll provide lunch for our seniors.
Because you have a lot of veterans that live there. And so that connection back with their military peers is very vital to them.
So important to them. Yes, we have over 17 World War II and Korean veterans that live with us. And so, in fact, just last month they had a group come in and actually do a pinning ceremony.
Oh, nice.
And it's so nice for them. Anyway, they go on once a week they go shopping. They have lunches out. They go up and down the strip to different places. And one of the, talk about paying it forward. Oftentimes Al will come back and he'll say that he went to Friendly's for lunch and some stranger went up to the cash register and paid the entire bill because he was so touched by what he saw when the group of residents were there with the staff working with them. And it reminded them of their parents.
Oh, my gosh.
Which is really nice.
We live in such a wonderful community, don't we?
Yes, we do. We have a great community here. And I encourage anybody that is even slightly considering it and or has questions. I mean, I can be certainly a resource for answering questions that you may have because there is so much out there. And it's difficult when you're in a crisis situation to try to sort through all of what is available and what you have to go through. So I encourage you to just call me and reach out. My name is Holly Mitchell, and my number is 843-399-5662.
And this is not a commitment. This is just you're there to
Provide
assist
knowledge
and help, and because this is such a huge decision, and I know everybody wants to wait to the very last possible moment to make that decision and make that change. But sometimes it's better to go ahead and.
It's very important to make decisions, as everyone realizes, when you're not in a crisis situation, because when you're in a crisis situation, you don't have all you have time to do is react. And so if you pre-plan, ask the questions so that when the time does come, you have the answers and you know what you want to do.
And you guys are available to, like, if I just wanted to stop in one day and take a tour of the facility because I'm on that precipice of making that decision from my mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, aunt, and uncle, I'm allowed to do that,
Absolutely. Right? You can either call, make an appointment, or just simply stop in.
And you guys are always there.
And we're
so
always
friendly.
there, always there.
When I worked with the American Cancer Society, I did a lot of work with the assisted living homes throughout the area, and I'm not dissing any one of them because they all do a great job, but I will say that when I walk into Summit Place, it is the happiest place I ever walk into. Everybody is engaged, they're happy, they're in the socializing and having dinner and lunches together, and I know you have a fabulous chef because I got his cookbook last year. And I actually cook his recipes.
Yes.
So Holly, if we want to find you, you're on the website.
Yes, we're on the website. You can look us up at summitplaceofnorthmyrtlebeach.com. And our address is 491 Highway 17.
And you're right next to, like on Highway 17, right when you're going to bear off to get onto Highway 9. They're right there on the right-hand side, real easy to see. And because they're a member of the Little River Chamber of Commerce, you can go to littleriverchamber.org and navigate through our business directory and find the Summit Place as one of our members. Well, thanks so much for starting your morning with me.
Well, thank you for having us.
And we look forward to seeing you and the crew this evening at the tree lighting.
Okay.
We'll see you tonight at 5:30 at the C.B. Berry Historical and Community Center at Vereen Memorial Gardens. And refreshments will be provided, entertainment will be provided, and we'll light the tree and maybe get a visit from Old St. Nick himself.
Very
Thanks.
good.
Okay, that wraps another edition of Chamber Chat on Cool 105.3. See y'all later on this evening.